Hi everyone, my name's Craig Holmes. I'm the Executive General Manager of urban.com.au. Today I'm chatting with David Lamond, who works for the project marketing business Noorden. David, thanks for joining me.
No dramas at all. Thank you for having me.
No worries, mate. David, I thought it'd be great to catch up with yourself. So we've been working together on urban campaigns for about 6 months now. We've been getting kind of great feedback from yourself in terms of how those campaigns have been running. We also survey every buyer inquiry that comes through the Urban platform to get some feedback on their experience, and then we're also getting some great results there. So I thought it'd be great today to kind of catch up and share with a broader group just some of the work that's going on.
Sure, absolutely.
Great. So David, it'd be great if you could maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of the types of projects that you're working on at the moment, and really where you and the team at Noorden specialise.
Cool. So I've been, as of late, or the last sort of 12 months, been concentrating on more boutique projects. I've been selling in Collingwood and quite a bit in Hampton. So concentrate on the Bayside sort of area as well. And we were approached by Urban in November. So I was a bit dubious by, new people, of course. And gave you guys a crack, and it's worked out pretty favourably, really. Sold stuff that I wasn't selling, so happy days.
That's good, mate. That's the ultimate game for us. So I think there's three different projects that you're working on at the moment. What's the typical type of price point of the product that you're selling? You mentioned it's more boutique. Is it the higher end stuff that you're looking at?
So sort of between 1.25 to just over $2 million typically. Is the sort of stuff that I'm selling. So like in Collingwood, everything's sort of up or in the high ones. And we've only got a couple left there now. And they're all apartments on top of each other. And then in Hampton, from 1.25 up to just past that 2 million mark in different locations in Hampton.
Yeah. Sounds good, mate. And how's the market been for you, like over this period of time? Obviously, there's a fair bit of noise around in terms of COVID-19 and where we're at. I know from Urban's perspective, certainly we've seen that the level of activity of people that are on the site has increased a lot. I think people are doing a lot more online research. How are you finding the market at the moment, David?
I've found that the inquiries are probably of a better quality, and even selling during this time hasn't really changed. I've got less appointments, and I'm dealing with less time wasters. We don't know what they're all about. More people that are actually concentrating on purchasing. If they're in the market, then they're inquiring. So it's made the process a lot smoother to be able to get that appointment, to be able to sit with people and for them to spend their money. So, I can't say it's changed for me significantly. That's for sure.
Yeah. Mate, that's good to hear. I think one of the questions we're asked a lot when we're chatting to developers is what do we typically see in terms of downstream conversion and performance of leads? How does that look like for you, either over this period or just in general, mate? I guess with the urban leads that you're dealing with, what's your success rate look like?
One particular project in Hampton, Tilly on Hampton Street. So we've had 26 inquiries there, and we've sold 3 from that. And I'm about to sell a 4th from one of the urban inquiries, which I got in February, and they're about to buy in a different project, admittedly, for the same developer. I'm doing the right thing. So it'll be 4 inquiries out of 25 that'll be that have purchased, and then in Duke, which are all higher end, high ones, just under 2, selling one week and a half ago for just under $2 million for an apartment off the plan. It's people still have the money, so we're being able to convert them and turn them into taking the money is always a positive thing. Yeah.
And mate, you must be doing a bloody good job, because 4 sales out of 25 inquiries, I think by anyone's accounts, a pretty phenomenal result. So well done on that. How are you finding lead sources across other channels at the moment as well? Are you finding that there's been a change in the performance, some of the leads across some of the other channels, or are you finding that things are relatively consistent?
I've found that it's just dropped off completely.
Yeah. Okay.
One in particular has just dropped off. I haven't seen anything for a few weeks. Another one, a bit more major. So their inquiries come through in dribs and drabs, but yeah, I just find that the more reliably is the inquiries that come through from you guys, and then I concentrate on those, turn them into a sale, then happy days. But yeah, no, that the result on telly has been phenomenal for sure.
Yeah. No, good job. I think the inquiry volume for us, we've seen some minor fluctuations, but potentially, I think because we're really focused on that off the plan market, as there's been volatility in the established market, maybe we've been a little bit more insulated from that because the link isn't as strong. But we certainly found a little bit of a drop overall. But I guess the unique thing about Urban's model is that we take a very accountable approach to the lead outcome, because we price on a cost per lead basis, and we've been able to continue to deliver up to what those lead forecasts have been across all of our campaigns over this period of time, which has been quite positive as well.
Well, that's what I found actually probably the most dubious with you guys originally was the cost per lead side of things, because no one else does it.
Yeah.
So, get developers to spend that sort of money, and so we gave it a go, and we sold from the first inquiry. So it was like, well, now we've got to kind of stick with that one. And I'm working on a new project at the moment in Hampton, which we've only got on Urban at the moment. And it looks like we should have this weekend our first sale in that building before we've even launched it from Urban only inquiry. So, that would be a super positive thing. If we can almost avoid having to go to down some other paths, then it's going to save the developer a whole lot of money too.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. That's great news. That's fantastic. Mate, you're obviously having a whole heap of success. Like, have you had to change your approach with COVID-19 to maintain the results? Like, you're still making sales at the moment. Are you doing things differently than previously?
The discussion certainly comes up, and there is some nervousness about it from some people for sure. But as long as you're selling the right product in the right suburb on the right street in the right position and all the rest of it, you're always going to do well. So, I've never sold property on a 5-minute sort of holding on to real estate for 5 minutes. You're holding on to it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So it becomes an irrelevant purchase in that particular sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously you work across a number of different developers. What advice would you have to either developers that have got a project in market at the moment or are potentially thinking about launching a project? What's your advice given the current market conditions, mate?
Well, we had long and hard discussions with a particular developer and about it, because we're launching one in 3 weeks, and already the interest is there. So it's kind of like, there are certainly people right now, I believe is still positive enough to get the right sort of buyers, especially in the market that I'm working in, to get the right sort of buyers to purchase. And as long as you deal with people in the right sort of manner, they're still going to, the right people are still going to purchase. Yeah.
Yeah. And what are you finding is what type of product is resonating with the market at the moment?
Bigger owner occupier stock.
Yeah.
Is it's all, actually everyone lately are downsizers. So they're working out, selling their house in a year and a half's time, and they're going, okay, if we invest now or we buy now and the construction is going to be finished in a year and a half, they're comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm finding that probably the stuff that's going to be finished later this year that's the product that people are most nervous about, whereas the longer it is, the easier it is for them to put their money into.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. And mate, I guess one last question before I'll let you go. You've been having some great success across pretty much all the projects that you're working on with Urban at the moment. Have you got any kind of tips or trade secrets or stuff that's working well for you, specifically for urban leads, that you'd be happy to share with the broader group? Obviously, without giving away kind of any of your magic trade secrets.
Just be a good person and just help people through it. That's the main thing. It's people need hand holding. So as long as you can help them through the process, they're going to appreciate it. But that's probably the big thing. People just need hand holding through the process. If they haven't done it for a long time, they just need to be guided properly, and they'll go ahead with it.
Yeah. Well, mate, you're doing a fantastic job. Thanks again for being a supporter of Urban. For anyone who's watching this, if you have a project and you're looking at some potential solutions around sales management, we'll pop David's contact details and the team at Noorden's below. David, mate, thanks so much for your time. Keep up the great work, and I'll look forward to chatting you soon.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, good on you, mate. Thanks.